Hi guys, you can see an empty chair here. Guess what? This is my very first in-person interview and I'm so excited to be doing it. I have my very good friend. If you don't find me in my house, this is where you'd find me today. I'm interviewing a friend who is from Sierra Leone, a colleague who moved from being a CNA nursing assistant to LPN, licensed practical nurse, and she's here to share all the stories about how her life as a CNA has been and how she migrated from being a CNA to LPN and life in America as an African and an immigrant in general, and balancing career with kids and family and everything. So we're just here to chit chat on this green beautiful background I'm giving you today with a green chair to match the background. Thank you, Mariama. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're the very first person I'm doing a sit-down face-to-face interview with. Can you introduce yourself to my viewers? Tell them your name, where you're from, and what you do.
Hello everyone, my name is Mariama. I'm a licensed practical nurse and I am from Sierra Leone originally and I live in New York State now.
Okay, so Mariama has been a friend since I came to the US. If I'm not in my house, I'm in her house. So I'm glad to have her here, and she being in the health field, very encouraging, and that she's going to share all that journey. So how long have you been in the US?
11 years.
Okay, that's 2011 I think.
Yes.
And you came from Sierra Leone to the US directly, right?
Right.
Okay. And I know that you were a nursing assistant before you became an LPN. How was that journey for you? What did you have to do to be able to work as a CNA in the US?
Okay, so thank you for that question.
Yes.
So when I came, I started looking for jobs. So of course, you need some form of certification sometimes to get the jobs that you want,
Yes.
especially the healthcare field. So my family, I have a lot of family that are nurses, so they encouraged me to start from a CNA. So I applied to a nursing home, a nursing facility. At that time, they trained people to become CNA. So I enrolled in their program, so I was trained by a nursing home.
Okay.
The program was 6 weeks, and after 6 weeks, I was scheduled for my boards. And then after the boards, when you pass your boards, then they're gonna send you a certification. With that certification, you can then apply for a CNA position to a nursing home or a hospital.
Okay. So the training, was it like in the classroom, lecture room, or with practicals? Were you going to the hospital for clinicals?
It was both. So we were in the classroom, teaching us how to do things, working with people with memory loss, and provide care, comfort them, and then we'll go to the nursing homes to do our clinicals, like the practical part of it, to actually do a hands-on. You review the material, the content in the classroom, and then you go to the nursing home to actually put it into action.
Okay. So you didn't do the clinicals in the hospital like nurses do?
No.
Okay. Okay. And the certificate you got, what is it? It's not a diploma. What is it? Do you know what it's equivalent to?
New York State Department of Health. It just shows that you allow and that you have gone through the training, you have all it takes to do this particular position or job title. So CNA, you go through the train. When you go through the train, they train you how to do basically everything providing care to patients or residents. You do vital training, you do documentation, you do monitoring patients, safety, taking care of hospice patients, demented patients, and just making sure everybody's safe and their families are happy.
Yes, the families.
Yes.
The families demand a lot. So you have a patient and you have two people you are serving, a patient and a family members. So you're attending to the family members, you're attending to the patients. And you did a CNA for 10 years?
Yes.
Wow.
That's a long time, I
It
know.
is. It is. How was the CNA job like for you? Stressful, of course.
In the beginning, it's not something it was rough in the beginning, but then after some time I got used to it, so it was flowing. But again, it can be mentally and physically challenging. So you just have to prepare yourself, and also you have to have a passion for it. You have to care deeply from the heart. If not, you are going to struggle for sure.
Yeah. If you guys remember watching my video about my first job in America, I was a CNA. I was a nursing assistant before I had to come back and take my boards in America to be able to work in America. You remember, I'm already a nurse from Ghana and I had to do it all over again. So it was really rough. I did that for close to 2 years and I got a back injury. I couldn't do it. But she's done for 10 years, so that is a lot. And what motivated you to go and get your LPN, licensed practical nurse, that you are currently?
You know, being in America, you have a lot of opportunities, a lot. It's up to you to use them. And so I've been working in this field for 10 years.
Yeah.
I have seen what LPNs can do, what CNAs can do, and RNs. And also, it's like I look at it as this is something I can do as well. If they can do it, I can do it. And that's the second part. The third part is my body was starting to break down a little bit.
Tell me about it, girl.
Because this job involves pulling people, lifting people, pushing people. It's a whole lot on your body. So I was like, okay, I cannot do this forever. I love it. It pays the bills, but I have to move forward. I have to improve myself academically. So I think that's the most important reason that really pushed me to move further in my education.
I hear you and understand you, because it was how stressful the job was. That was what drove me to study hard to pass my NCLEX. So you went to school as an LPN and you are currently an LPN. How was the process like for you? How many years was the program, and the clinicals and the cost involved and everything about the LPN? How to become an LPN, moving from a CNA to LPN in America?
Apply, and when you apply, you have to write an essay telling them why you want to be a nurse.
Oh my God.
Yes, so the requirement was 500 words, and then after that you have to have 3 professional recommendation from your job.
3.
So
wow.
And then after that, of course, you have to have your high school diploma or
equivalence.
Yeah, so you and then after you submit all those, then you have to schedule for an entrance exam.
Wow.
So based on you passing that exam, that's how you're gonna get into the program. So the school that I went to, they would test you on 3 subjects. They tested me on math, English, and science.
Wow.
And you have to have 80% in order to pass.
Serious? I've always been telling you, my viewers, that entering nursing school in America is not easy. And you've heard it from Arema, who has done it. Wow. Yeah. So finally you got in, and the training was how long?
The training was a year. And let me just tell you about the cost. It's expensive.
Okay.
17,000 some hundreds.
Oh my God.
For the whole training.
For the 1 year training or 2 years training, or how long?
1 year. It took 1 year for the LPN training.
$17,000 1 year training. Okay. I see. That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. And
so you go into a payment plan, you pay monthly, or your job assisted you?
You know, the good thing about America is you take loans. If you don't have the money sitting in your bank accounts, you can always take loans.
We all have loans to pay.
And there is also financial aid. It's basically government help for students.
Okay.
You know, they help you with tuition. So I applied for that and I was approved for some amount. My job also helped me. They have a tuition assistant program for my job. So I used that too. And from my pocket, really, I didn't spend much. I mean, I took a loan, which from my job's reimbursement, I was able to pay those loans off. Because after every semester, when I passed, I will show my job the grade that I passed, the courses, and then they will reimburse me the amount that I paid for that semester, and then I'll just pay off the loan. So that's how I was doing it.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
And I know you were working as CNA before all this. Were you still working full-time and schooling? Were you per diem part-time? How did you combine schooling with work?
I was full-time, but I went into the enhanced weekend. It's basically working 2 days a week and be off 5 days. So, but the two days are long hours.
Yes, they are.
16 hours.
Yeah.
So I will go on the weekend because I have class Monday through Friday. And then on Saturday or Sunday, I'll be at work all day just to have that little check
Yes.
to take care of my, immediate needs, my
Yes.
personal needs. So I was still working. It's considered full time. It was tough because really you don't have time for yourself, 7 days a week. You're just busy with school and work.
Yeah.
And, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
You have to be really determined.
Yep. I don't know how Mariama did it. She did all the 16 hours. I never got a chance to see her because weekday she's in class, weekend she's at work. So
Yes.
it was very tough, but she's a very determined lady, so she did it. And you did that it was online because I remember I was doing COVID, so it was online, but you had to do practicals. Were you going to the hospital for the practicals?
Yes, for the clinicals, like we have Fridays where you go into the hospital. So you go to a different department of the hospital. Some week they will schedule us for the psych unit, and the other week they will schedule us for maternity or med surg, so we rotate every week. We will go to a different department. And Monday through Thursday we will be in class on Zoom because of COVID we couldn't be in person. So we were online doing, of course you have to be online, like your camera has to be on. Because that's how they count the hours. You need certain hours to graduate. So that's how they count your hours. You have to sit there all day viewing the materials online on Zoom. You can of course take your breaks. They'll give us an hour break and then we'll come back and jump in. But yeah, it was tough, especially with kids around.
Yes. So America Online doesn't mean you go to bed. The camera has to be on. They have to be seeing you.
Yes.
It was very tough. I was there through the process. It was very tough, and you did it. So you took the NCLEX PN, because I know we have NCLEX RN. I took NCLEX RN for registered nurse. You took NCLEX PN for the licensed practical nurse. How was that for you? And what preparation did you do before taking the NCLEX, and how long did you find out when you passed?
All right, so after graduation, I needed a break.
Yes.
Mentally exhausted.
I'm telling you.
So I was like, okay, I need to take a vacation. First of all, we went to Washington, D.C.
Yes,
with
you
my
did.
husband.
Yes, you did. That was good.
We went there and, relax myself and just enjoy the little things. And then I came back. Of course, my test was scheduled by the school before you even, I scheduled my test before I went on vacation.
Yes.
Like, I think 2 months, I scheduled my test. So after that, I studied for 2-3 months, just focus on studying, reviewing materials, refreshing myself, and relaxing also, because you have to relax while you're studying to get yourself together mentally. So I did that, and then I went for my boards. First try, I passed. That was wonderful because some people will try over and over and they'll get frustrated.
And they'll stop.
So I was so lucky to pass the first attempt.
Wow.
So after that, I waited for the horrifying 48
I know,
hours.
the 48 hours. It's very killing.
It's torturing. It's very torturing. I was like, I couldn't sleep. I would go to bed just thinking about it, even have a dream about it. I'm like, this is not life.
This is not life. The 48 hours to wait and see whether you are an RN or an LPN. It's a thin line between either you are an LPN or you are not. That 48 hours determines your whole life and your whole nursing
and
career.
your struggles.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you came out and you passed. And she and I said after we get your RN, LPN, we'll do a party, and we never went. But now the sun is out, it's beautiful outside, so we're going to have that party. We deserve it. We worked so hard to get whatever we
we have
get.
to treat ourselves.
We have to.
We are going to.
We really have to. And when we do treat ourselves, I'll show you a little teaser in my videos to see that we did. So congratulations on achieving that.
Thank you.
You did that as a married woman with 3 children, and that's a lot, because I don't know how you did it, but I'm proud of you. So an LPN, what is an LPN's role in America? What are you supposed to do? What's your job description, and what can you not do?
Okay, so for an LPN, you're responsible for passing medications to residents or patients. You're responsible to collect data, and that data will include vital signs or any tests that they have to do, appointments, making sure the residents or patients go to their appointment, like people with dialysis, make sure that they're on time to their dialysis appointments. And also you will monitor IVs, even though LPNs can do IVs now if you are trained.
Oh,
so
really?
You have to, yes.
Nice.
And some facility they will train you, so you'll be able to do it. But if you don't have the training, you cannot do IVs. You can monitor the IVs, but you cannot insert them. You cannot start the IV.
The IV line, okay. Okay. And I also know that back in the hospital, the LPN wouldn't give the first, when a doctor puts an order in, the very first medication, if the order is, and the patient is supposed to take it twice a day, the RN has to give the very first dose. The very first dose, the RN gives it. The LPN can give the subsequent dose. And some narcotics too, they said the LPN is not allowed to do it, but it varies in the facilities that you are. And so the little difference between being a CNA and an LPN, how has that been? That changed? And did you remain at the same facility? Then how long did it take for them to change your position from a CNA to LPN?
I'm still in the same facility that I was working as a CNA. So after my 48 hours, found out that I passed, I still have to wait for the license to come in the mail. And I think it took like 2 weeks for the license to come in the mail, and then I took that license to my work, to my job. And they made a copy, they put me in their system, and they transitioned me from a CNA to an LPN. And then after that, I went through the training, the orientation phase, which was about 6 weeks. And I went through that. I was trained by an RN. She was experienced RN. She had been doing this for like, 30 years.
Wow.
So she was good.
I'm glad you got a good training from somebody. Mariama's family members are all healthcare workers, as she says, and she has so many friends that are also in the health system. Her husband is also in the health system. So yes, I'm very proud of your journey, because to be from where we are coming from and to get this far, it's a lot. It's an accomplishment we have to celebrate.
It's a lot, definitely.
Yes, it is.
You live close to the airport, guys.
Yeah,
so.
we live close to the airport, so the noise. So there are so many flights. People are flying to Ghana, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, and we are here. We haven't bought our tickets yet, but we'll see you soon. We'll come home and see you guys. So how did you combine going to school, full-time job, and being a mother of 3 kids?
I'll tell you, it wasn't easy. Yes. It was really tough. You have to sacrifice yourself, sacrifice a whole lot of things, like hanging out with friends, being on social media, because that takes time,
a lot of time.
So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go on Facebook or Instagram, I'm gonna study. You just have to be self-disciplined, basically. And also with job, I had to switch my schedule, and try to work with my school schedule. So I was working for like 2 days a week. But those 2 days,
you're doing 16 hours.
16 hours. So Saturday and Sunday, I'll be at work all day. And then Monday through Friday, I'll be doing schoolwork.
Wow.
And mind you, was the pandemic, the kids too were not in school.
Oh my God.
So they were home too. So you have to like homeschool, like checking in their computer, making sure they're logging in and doing their
I don't know how I forgot so easily.
Yeah, so
I'm like, just like
it
yesterday.
was a full house. And some days when I'm taking my exams, because the exams are online, but basically your camera has to be on, to watch
the kids
you.
are downstairs.
So I have to lock
noise.
the door. Sorry, kids. I lock the door so you don't come barging in and be all up on my camera. So I had to do that. But yeah, it was a lot.
Wow. So nursing school in America is expensive, it's stressful, it's strenuous. Do you intend going to get your BSN? Because I'm a little bit afraid. 17,000 for a 1-year program. I don't know how much BSN to masters will be, but I'm working on it because everybody wants me to get it. So any plans of going to get your RN? BSN?
Yes, I have plans, and my ultimate goal is to become an RN. I have to follow the examples.
She said, I'm the role model.
You are. I admire you.
Thank you.
So I don't want to limit myself.
No,
I know I have the opportunity to move further, to grow, to learn more, to expand my knowledge. So I can take use of those opportunities and just advance myself, you know, improve myself for my family, for myself.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I have plans to go back.
Okay. So you come from Sierra Leone. You were here for so many years, but you finally went home. You just came back from home a few months ago. How has it been like traveling back and seeing your family members and all that?
It was wonderful. You know,
Yeah.
it was wonderful. Even though I can tell you, after you've been here even for 2 years, you go back home, the heat will knock you out.
Oh my God, the heat! I keep hearing about the heat, and I'm like, am I ready for the African sun?
The heat, oh my God. It was nice though, seeing people that you grew up with, and just
Has
the
the place,
home,
has
the
the
feel
place
of home.
changed? Is it the same? The
It
environment?
has changed.
It has changed?
Trust me, there are
Oh.
people there now that are living life more than us over here.
I
Because all we do
heard.
here is go to work,
Come home. We don't
But
have
there,
a life.
on the weekends, and you go to the beach,
Oh
you
my
will
God.
see
Wow.
it has improved. I'll tell you,
Yes.
home is not
I
what it
see a
used to
lot
be.
of that online. People going to places, people going for cruises, and
Yeah,
people are having a good time
Yeah.
home. We're definitely going to come back home and retire home. That's the plan because we can't. The
and we
cold
have
is-
to open our clinics.
We have to. We have to. So any advice to those watching who have come new into the country, or who is trying to come in, or who is already in and doesn't know what to do? Should they pursue nursing career? What should they do? Any encouragement, last words, advice?
I know. I know it's tough when you change environment. You're gonna struggle, but you know, don't give up. If you have plans to do something, even if it's not nursing,
Yeah.
whatever it is that you have plans to do, and you're in this country, go for it.
Yeah.
You're gonna struggle. It's not gonna be easy, but you have to think about the bigger picture. Where do I see myself 5-10 years from now? Even if it takes you how many years? A little drop of water makes a mighty ocean. So take those steps, those baby steps. 1 class, 2 class, whatever you can do. Don't just sit home and be comfortable.
Yeah.
Go out of your comfort zone. Take that first step and stay on it. America, they work with you. You know, they work with you. You can go part-time school where you basically make your schedule to suit your home life or your family life. So you can do that. Set up yourself and take those steps. Every semester, if you can do 1 class, do it. And then you can work, and it's not gonna be easy. You have to be strong. If you used to be sleeping like for 8 hours, you have to cut it down to 5
Yeah, that's
in order to achieve your goals. So you have to sacrifice a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Make use of these opportunities here in this country. We have them. They help us with school.
Yeah.
Take advantage.
Thank you very much. That is very, very, very nice. The words are very encouraging. And my name is Priscilla Kuma, and watch out for more videos from me. Now you see me doing a lot of collaborations with people, and thank you for all those who have hosted me on the channel, and thank you to all who have come onto my channel. Watch those videos, share our videos, and we'll bring another video next time. And this is Mariam. It's been lovely having you here, and I'll bring her back.
Go follow her. She's the bomb. She knows what she's doing, okay?
Thank you. Thank you for the shout outs, and I'll definitely bring her back another time. Just leave comments in the comment section if you want Mariam to come back and tell you. And she's from Sierra Leone, so let's do this. West
My
Africans.
Salon people, come on.
Come on,
We want
speak Pidgin.
Africa, okay?
Speak Pidgin. Speak Pidgin to
The
them.
Salon people, they wanna come on, una can support me, girl. Priscilla, come on. Na in YouTube channel, yeah?
Yeah.
Na great YouTuber.
Yeah.
She knows everything about you starting life over here.
Yes.
You want to
Credentials.
transfer credentials from back home to here,
here.
the companies that you should go through,
Yes.
the legal ones, and she knows everything.
Yeah,
Just
so I
follow
have
her
a
on
consult,
YouTube.
and I forgot to shout out to my consult, USRN Pathway Consult. I'm going to leave our email, our Facebook page, our Facebook group, our WhatsApp number, our phone call number. If you are from anywhere in Africa, schooled in Africa, and you want to work in the US, if you already live in the US and you don't know where to start from to convert your nursing career, we'll guide you through it. If you're in Africa and you want to work in the US, we'll show you how to get your credentials evaluated to be able to convert it to American standard to be able to work in America. So just email us, call us up, and we'll help you out.
This is
Thank
it.
you.
This is the girl. This is your girl. Follow
This is
her.
the right plug. Bye-bye.
You learn a lot from her. I'm already learning a lot from her.